So HOI4 always had, I don't want to call them hackers. There was always these children who always wanted to meme. It happens, it's in the game. And there was this guy, this group of people. They had like their own Discord and everything. There was this group of people that will always destroy HOI4 games. Discord Pixel games, TommyKay games, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't care. But then he made a video on his little YouTube channel. He's talking about Lisa or something, right? And I was like, if you know my life story, right? If you listen to my stories from the supermarket, one thing I really have very, very deep in my soul, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, is I want evil people to face justice. I want that so deep in my soul. I want that. And if I can use my power or my time or my money to do it, I'm mostly in, man. Even though I shouldn't do it anymore because I'm getting bigger nowadays and I should just focus on good content and not stuff like that. That's why I'm not going to do it again, what I did to this kid. But I always have this, I can't stop it, man. I could have millions of dollars, I would still go after people sometimes. And I went so deep, it was so dark, man. I never want to do it again. Dude, I was out with Lisa in a barn and I couldn't pay attention because I was so obsessed about this kid. And he was some 15-year-old, man. And I'm like an adult, I shouldn't do this. So I spent 2 days, the whole weekend, it was a weekend, I remember. I spent the whole weekend finding this kid, finding all info about him. I was talking to his Steam friends to figure out if one of them is his real-life friend. And I found this guy who was his real-life friend. And I like manipulated him to give me all his info and shit. And the whole time, you have to understand, this kid, he was super mentally ill, man. He was like, the way I often explain this, I know gamer child psychology nowadays, because I've been around you guys for a while. Oftentimes in gaming communities, all gaming communities, there's these young males. It's mostly young white males, and it's not black or Arabic guys. It's white guys, because their lives are so privileged and easy. And they feel superior to everyone, right? When you're like 13, 14, 15, you play HOI4. Young kids have this thing where they start becoming, they feel, they have a superiority complex. They start thinking, I'm so much more intelligent than all of you. And then they start cheating and hacking or stream sniping because that's how they use their superiority. That's how they want to prove they're so much better than you. It's just psychology. It's fine. They are kind of missing a dad. Whatever. So the whole time, as I'm hunting him, he always makes videos and stuff. Ha ha ha, Tommy, you suck. We're gonna attack you. We're taking down your server. We're gonna f you up. So the whole time he's like poking me. He's like, F you, Tommy. I'm so superior to you. And I'm okay, okay. So I spent a lot of time figuring everything out. And bro, I found everything. His school. I found out where he lived. I went to Google Images, to Google Maps, because I had his address. And I went into Google Maps. And then I saw his house, and I zoomed in on the house, and I saw the company name of his family. I saw the company name, and I get out all this information. But I want you to tell you something. I'm not a doxer. I will never use this information in no way, shape, or form. So the whole time I'm talking to him in Discord, I'm like, bro, just apologize. Just apologize. It's going to be fine. We don't have to do this. We can all be friends here. And the whole time he's texting me, You idiot, Tommy. You're not on my level. Ha ha ha. So one day something happens, and once again, I'm not the hero in this story. This was a very dark thing. I never would do that again. So I'm making this big text file on him, all his address, everything, accounts, blah blah blah, where his school, everything. But after all, I'm still an adult. Here comes why I'm still an adult. So he still texts me Discord. You suck. We're gonna ban all your games. But in the meantime, I'm streaming HOI4, and he's destroying all my games. Right? He had a friend. He had, look, these people are always in groups, like the stream snappers here, they always have the little group, right? And he had this friend, and I found the Twitter account of that friend, and that guy was posting videos of women getting beheaded and shit. It was so f***ed up. These people are so mentally ill. Dude, there's so much to the story. The kid I was hunting, his name was Sean. He sent me file videos on Discord, man. It's so f***ed. And now, here's the point, chat. Here's my point. You guys think I'm f***ed for hunting him. Dude, the guy sent me file content, right? To with me when I reported everything, deleting it, etc. Don't fucking worry about it. And I'm like, dude, where are your parents? No one's doing. But in the meantime, chat. In the meantime, I was texting Discord the whole time. I'm like, Discord, I have proof right here. This kid is f***ed. Help me. This guy needs to face the authorities. Discord never answered me. And later, my Discord account will get permabanned for doxing, even though I never revealed this information. I'm texting Discord about that he sends me profile shit, they ignore me and ban my account for doxing. True story. Anyway, and now you know why I went after this guy. Not because I'm... Come on, I mean, someone has to do it, bro. This is... You can't behave like this on the internet, bro. So, one day, I always texted with him the whole time. Psychology warfare, like Batman and the Joker. And the whole time, I was so obsessed. So, one day, he texts me, and he's like, haha, Tommy, you suck. I will destroy you. You can't do anything. And I say, I'm like, listen, Sean, listen. This is your last chance. All I want from you is a apology right now, a public apology, right? I told him, I want you to make, I remember, I said, dude, I'm not gonna call anyone on you, lawyers or cops. All I want from you is to make a public apology. And he's like, and he says, yes, I'm gonna do one. So he writes a public apology and it's a troll. He's like, you guys all suck, I'm superior. And the whole time he's just having this superiority complex. So I'm like, okay. I go like this, right, on the internet, dude. I didn't talk to Lisa for 2 days because I was so obsessed. That's why, again, this is a very dark story. So I go like this. Okay, Sean, let's do it. So I text him, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. This is your address. I'm gonna send a letter and an email to your dad, telling them what you do on the internet, for example, spreading verified content. I'm gonna send an email to your school. I even know the name of his principal because I checked the website of the school. I'm gonna text this woman, this principal. I will tell her what you're doing on the internet. I have screenshots of what you did, blah, 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 blah. And I had a third thing. I said I'm going to literally spend my money. I was literally ready to do it. I'm going to get an international lawyer. I'm going to get an international lawyer because he was DDoSing. And DDoSing is a federal crime in Estonia. He was from Estonia. And I said, I'm going to literally get a lawyer. I have your address and everything. And then these 2 days of work culminated in him being like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, whoa. He literally said, bro, you're kind of scary, man. Even there was a guy who sent me a screenshot once where he texted him, TommyKay is very scary. I actually was kind of scary there. That was kind of what I did there. So I'm like, bro, we don't have to do this. You have 24 hours to write a public apology. And so he did. You can see there's a YouTube video about this. Dude, he's probably still cheating and stuff. I never went that far to literally call the authorities on him. But he wrote a big apology letter. And I'm not stupid. He's still gonna be like, F you, Tommy, you suck, blah, blah, blah. He's still gonna do that. But at least all the work I put in made him write an apology letter to the entire community. I made him write a letter to you guys, the HOI4 community, to apologize to you guys, man. And that was the story where I one time in my life went way too far, man. In the end, I lost, I think. I think you won because I got my Discord account banned. I swear to God, as I sit here on my grandpa's grave, I never doxed him, never used this information. I always kept this information for my own. But I think they just reported me for doxing and Discord just banned me. And I text Discord like, hey, I'm a partner. What's up? I'm a massive partner. I have 30,000 people in this Discord. Now, though, here's the moral of the story. I went way too far. This is not a good story. I disagree. I went too far. I ignored Lisa for the whole weekend. She was like, put your phone away. Because I was just looking for information about this kid. That's why I promised myself nowadays I will never, ever again do this. You could literally say, I'm gonna do this to your family, blah, blah, blah. I don't care anymore. And it's hard for me. I struggled with this my whole life, if you know my supermarket stories. My point is, though, if no one does what I did, these kids are gonna keep going what they're doing. They're still kids, right? But I feel like, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm a human being that truly believes everybody should get consequences. If you don't do something bad, you should face consequences. The problem is, and I think I have to accept it, and I think I am accepting it nowadays, that nowadays no one gets consequences anymore. I worked in the supermarket. Everybody's stealing, no one stops them anymore. Look at the internet. You have these little kids stream sniping a streamer and there's no consequences. And that's just the one thing I hate so much. But I'm getting better nowadays. I don't care that much anymore. I have bigger problems nowadays. I'm just a human being. I'm just a little streamer. I shouldn't spend my free time on hunting these people. It's kind of toxic. Yeah. That's the moral of the story. I think we just have to accept we live in a world like this. What are you still doing here, mate? Jeez. Well, if you want to see more, click these videos. Have fun. Looking good, boy.